Hello, this is not an assembly today, it's just a bit of a story time. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read you a little bit of a story. And this is from a special book that's been published by a company called Nosy Crow. And it's all about the coronavirus. And it explains lots and lots of things for children so that it helps you to understand some of the things that are going on in the world today. So I'm going to read the story to you. I wonder if you can spot who it is that's illustrated the pictures, because it's been done by a very, very famous illustrator. So let's have a look. Now, we've got Coronavirus, book for children, and this book has been written and illustrated completely for free. So it's to meet the needs of children and their families. No one has been paid anything for any of the work that's been done in this. They've all donated their time. And our illustrator here is Axel Scheffler, who has illustrated the Gruffalo stories. And it's been written by Elizabeth Jenner, Kate Wilson and Nia Roberts, with help from a professor who knows lots and lots of things about infectious diseases. So somebody who's really, really clever and knows lots about illnesses. So there's a new word you might have heard. You might hear people talking about it, or you might hear it on the news. This word is the reason that you're not going to school. It's the reason you can't go outside very often or visit your friends. It might be the reason why the grown-up or grown-ups who look after you are at home. And the word is coronavirus. But what is it? And why is everyone talking about it? What is the coronavirus? But what's a virus? The coronavirus is a type of virus. Viruses are tiny germs that are so small you can't see them. They're so light that they can float through the air in tiny drops of water, and they can sit on your skin without you feeling them. If some of these germs get inside you, they can use your body to make more germs, and that can make you ill. Do I have germs on me now? Yes, but hardly any of them are dangerous. There are lots of different types of coronaviruses, and some of them infect people. If you've been infected with one of these coronaviruses, all you probably had was a snotty nose or a cough. Achoo! Oh, bless you. Oh, could be a coronavirus. But when this completely new coronavirus germ gets inside a human body, it causes an illness called COVID-19. When people talk about catching the coronavirus, they're talking about this particular illness. How do you catch the coronavirus? Because this coronavirus is new, scientists don't know everything about it yet, but they think there are two main ways people can catch it. Coronavirus germs live in people's throats and mouths. When someone who has the coronavirus coughs or sneezes or breathes out, the germs come out of their mouth in tiny drops of water. Though you can't see the germs, you can sometimes see these tiny drops. In cold weather, they make a cloud of steam. So if someone accidentally breathes in the air with the coronavirus germs in it, they would probably get the illness. It's so cold today. Yes, I can see our breath. It's easy to get the coronavirus germs from inside your body on your hands when you touch your nose or your mouth. If the person with the coronavirus germs on their hands uses a door, the invisible germs can live on the handle for hours. When someone else opens the door, they get the germs on their hands too. And if they touch their mouth or nose, the germs can get into their body. So you can also catch the coronavirus by touching things that someone with the virus has already touched. I wonder if there are germs on this door handle. And this person is touching their mouth and being told no. Because if they've touched that door handle, then the germs from the door handle might be on their hands and go into their body in their mouths. What happens if you catch the coronavirus? Some people, particularly most children, hardly feel ill at all when they get the coronavirus, but they still have coronavirus germs in their body that they could give to someone else by mistake. But I feel fine, Mum. When they get the coronavirus, lots of people get coughs and a high temperature. Some people also have a headache or aches all over their body. People are usually ill for a few days, but bodies are amazing things. When a new germ, like the coronavirus, gets into someone's body, their body knows the germ shouldn't be there and starts killing it. I feel really awful. The body has an amazing weapon against viruses called antibodies. Tiny cells in your blood make antibodies to fight each different virus invader. The antibodies catch the viruses, then the blood cells swallow them up and destroy them, and then the person gets better. Each of us has more than 10 billion different kinds of antibody inside us. I'm better now! Hooray for antibodies! That means there are more different antibodies inside you right now than there are people in the whole world. So, why are people worried about catching the coronavirus? I need to be extra careful. And me. Nearly everyone has a body that is healthy enough to fight the coronavirus. But there are some people who find it harder because their bodies aren't as strong. They might be people who are more than 70 years old, or already have other illnesses like cancer that might make their bodies weaker. They need more help to fight the coronavirus. This means they have to go to hospital, and they might need to use a special machine called a ventilator to help them breathe. We'll get you to the hospital in no time. However, sometimes even this might not be enough to help them get better, and if that happens, then sadly, they might die. That's why these people really need to stay at home, away from anywhere where they might catch the coronavirus. I'll dance in my living room instead. They won't be able to have visitors. That might mean you won't be able to go and visit some of your family for a while to keep them safe. Hi, Granny, how are you today? Is there a cure for the coronavirus? Most people get better from the coronavirus by themselves, but doctors and scientists want to help everyone to do that quickly and safely. Doctors don't have a cure for the coronavirus yet because it's a new illness. Some medicines that doctors already know about might help, so they're trying them out on people who are ill. But even if they don't work, scientists are also working on making completely new medicines for the coronavirus that no one has ever had before. I hope this new medicine works. Another thing that scientists are working on is a vaccine. A vaccine is a special medicine that's usually injected into your body while you're healthy. Inside the medicine are weak or dead virus germs. The antibodies in your blood can practice killing these germs, so that if you catch the virus, they can start fighting the live virus germs faster. All done. You probably already had some vaccines when you were a baby, so that means you won't get some illnesses. I was vaccinated when I was little, and now I can't get measles. It takes many months to make a new medicine. Before you can give it to lots of people, you have to make sure it's safe for everyone, so you have to try it out carefully on a few people at a time. Then, when you know it works and is safe, you have to make enough for everyone who needs it. Why are some places we normally go to closed? Although lots of people will get better from the coronavirus, it's really important that people who might become very ill don't catch it. This means we need to make sure that as few people as possible get the coronavirus, so that we don't pass it on to anyone who might be very ill. And if lots of people get ill and have to go to the hospital at the same time, then hospitals will get too busy to look after people properly. It's so easy to get the coronavirus that we need to be very careful that we don't get too near people who don't live with us. Some people say, "School's closed, hooray!" and others say, "School's closed, boo!" And that's why all the places where lots of people are together, like schools and libraries, are closed at the moment. The government of this country has said that people can only go outside their homes if they really, really have to. I'm working with nurses who help people who are ill. I'm working so you can still buy food. I'm working to deliver the things families need. I'm working with doctors to help people who are ill. Some people, like doctors or nurses or people who work in food shops or people who deliver things to our homes, have to go out of their homes to work. Most people can go out of their home if they need to buy food or to exercise, but they must be very careful not to go near anyone else. If you or anyone in your family feels ill and thinks they might have the coronavirus, you can't come out of your home at all for 2 weeks. We all have to stay at home to protect the people who will find it hard to fight the coronavirus. What's it like to be at home all the time? Sometimes being at home with the people you live with can be great fun. You can do things together you wouldn't normally do when you're at school or when the grown-ups are at work. But sometimes I feel bored. Sometimes I miss my friends. Sometimes I feel angry. Sometimes I feel sad. These are all normal things to feel, and everyone who lives with you probably feels the same way, sometimes even if they try not to show it. Bored. bored, bored. The grown-up or grown-ups who look after you might also feel worried. Sometimes they might feel worried about work. Sometimes it might be hard to buy the things that you all need, and that might worry them too. But what if I feel worried too? If you're worried, talk about your worries to a grown-up who looks after you. If you're still going to school, maybe you could talk to a teacher. Or maybe you could talk to a teacher or someone else in your family on the phone or using a computer or tablet. What can I do to help? You're already helping a lot by staying at home, but you can also help by taking extra care to make sure you don't catch or pass on the coronavirus to anybody else. Did you know that viruses are killed by soap? So if you wash your hands really carefully and for long enough, you won't have any coronavirus germs on your hands. You can sing a song while you wash your hands to make sure you're washing them for long enough to sing happy birthday twice. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday dear me, happy birthday to me. And one more time. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday dear me, happy birthday to me. But germs can come in and out of my mouth and nose too. If you have to wipe or blow your nose, use a tissue and put it in the bin straight away. Remember to wash your hands too, because the coronavirus lives in your snot and it can get on your hands from the tissue. If you have to cough or sneeze, do it inside the corner of your elbow, not onto your hand. Then you can't give the coronavirus to other people that way. If everyone does these things, it will make a big difference. What else can I do? Another important thing you can do is to be kind to the people that you live with. Things will be different and perhaps difficult for all of you. If you live with brothers and sisters, you might sometimes find them annoying, but try not to fight with them. It's your turn! If you live with grown-ups, maybe you can help them by doing what you've been asked to do or giving them a big hug. Mum's asked us to put our toys away. Okay, I'll sort the books. And what about my schoolwork? If you're not at school, do your schoolwork. It'll help to keep your mind busy so you won't be bored. And then when you go back to school, you'll have learned a lot. If you don't have a screen of your own, talk about how you can share screen time fairly with everyone who needs it. Remember, grown-ups who live with you might have to do work as well. And if they do, you can help them by not disturbing them when they're trying to work. Then they will be more likely to have time to do fun things with you. Maybe you can make a list of things you would like to do with them. Shh, Barney, stop barking. What's going to happen next? This is a strange time for everybody, and it's happening all over the world. But if we're all careful and we all stay at home, we're doing what we can to stop the coronavirus spreading. And that gives scientists and doctors time to work out how to cure the illness and maybe stop people getting it altogether by using medicines and vaccines. One day, quite soon, though nobody knows exactly when, you'll be able to visit people you love who don't live with you, play with your friends, go to school again, and do lots of other things that you enjoy but that you can't do now. One day, this strange time will be over. Yay! Now we can play together. We did it together. So there you go, guys. A bit of a story that explains a little bit more about the coronavirus and some of the things that you might have seen on the news or heard on the radio, or it might be something to do with the things that you've been talking about at home, or you've heard mums and dads and the adults that you live with talking about at home as well. So it gives you a little bit more information so that you know a little bit more about what's going on. So there are lots of important things to do about helping other people, about being hygienic and washing your hands and making sure that when you sneeze into a hanky and put it in the bin, or cough into the crook of your arm. Lots of really important things for us all to do. And hopefully by finding out just a little bit more about some of the words, some of the things that have been said in the news recently, it will help you to understand it as well. Okay, there we go. Bye-bye.